Welcome again to my tens and tens of friends. It's me, teacher TJ. I am Today I will be rewinding and reviewing Abbott's Elementary Season 1, Episode 5, Student Transfer. This episode starts with Barbara Howard's old student saying hello to her, and she does not remember him. I'm pretty sure that happens often to a lot of teachers. After teaching a job for decades and having 20 students or more a year, just looking at your face does not ring a bell. But we want you to feel special, so we just look, smile, and say hello. Janine finds out there is a review for her on something like Yelp, but it's Yelp for teachers. She discovers she has a C and a comment that compares her to the second grade teacher, Melissa, and that does not make Janine happy. Janine is freaking out because the world can see the review, and she feels like that everybody's going to think she's a bad teacher now. I myself have my own personal feelings about reviews, which made me very hesitant in the beginning of my business. I did not want to put it on Google because I felt the same way. Businesses are not really supposed to treat Google as social media. So if someone gives you a bad review, you can't really say what you want to. But I found a way around that. I know that I can't please everyone, particularly the ones who want free childcare, but I know that I'm awesome. So getting a review less than stellar would definitely leave me feeling like Janine, not even gonna lie. But I decided to go against the grain and post on Google, and it has helped my business quite a bit. As for the trolls, I'll cross that bridge if I ever get there. Please don't let me ever get there. In Jacob's class, he's being roasted, so Gregory tries to teach Jacob how to roast, and Principal Ava calls Janine to the office to let her know that she's getting a transfer student from Melissa's class. Ava tells Janine to read her files so that she can learn more about the student. But Janine doesn't want to create a preconceived notion about the girl. Personally, I wish that preschool children came with files, so we could know, okay, this one is a biter, okay, this one curses, or the grandma smells funny when she comes to pick up, or the student is 2 years old and she's reading, or this family is known for trying to get free childcare. And I personally have my own getting to know you forms, but they aren't as detailed. So it's not enough information. And then as time goes on, we learn information that we can't pass on to a new daycare if the child leaves or we have to put the child out. Some kids come with absolutely nothing, and you have to hunt the parents down for shop records and birth certificates and things like that, and everything in between. When Janine goes to get her transfer student, she boldly lets Melissa know she's getting her student because she's the better teacher. Only the new student is one of the ones, okay? She's smart, a quick worker, cocky, she's disrespectful, she's the class clown, and she's taking the teacher through it, okay? The teacher meaning Janine. We come to find out that she was transferred to Janine because Melissa had caught on to her, and then the little girl convinced her parents, I think her name is Courtney, to transfer her. And it amazes me that some parents would rather move their child to a new teacher or even a new school than to sit and to observe their child inside while they're in the classroom with the child, or to ask the teacher for video of the child, or really to sit down and meet with teachers and see okay, so what's going on with my kid? Some parents just believe their child and they believe that their child is perfect, and they would just have them move to a new class or a new school. I believe wholeheartedly that parents are their children's advocate. But I also know that what a child does at home, they may not do at school, or what they do at school, and vice versa. The teachers are betting that Janine will not last with the new student. Soon enough, Janine realizes that she needs help and she needs the new student's file. So Janine reads the file and she finds out that Melissa feels like this little girl could be a cult leader. True story, you would be amazed at what some kids are capable of. I have witnessed other kids like tell other kids, "Hey, I don't like him, go beat him up." And then kids spring into action. You're like, whoa, that's not how this works. Janine spoke with the new student, Courtney, yeah, and thinks that she has everything under control. Jacob is failing at roasting, and Janine is proud of the progress that she's making with Courtney. So much so that she invites Melissa to see how Courtney is doing. And Janine was going less than a minute. And when she comes back to the classroom, Courtney has taught the class a new sentence enhancer, also known as a bad word.
Ooh, you're right, Patrick. My lips are tingling from the spiciness of this conversation.
Yeah, mine too.
I think kids feel like SpongeBob when they curse. At this point, Mr. Johnson, the janitor, sees this and he asks Ava if he could get in on a bet against Janine. Courtney is a very smart cookie, so the teachers agree that disciplining her is hard. Janine finds out that Barbara did not vote against her, which is good. Courtney ends up running out of the classroom because I guess she was bored and she needed a little excitement or some follower. I don't know why she ran out there. I don't know why any kids run out of the classroom. I once had a student who would run out of the class, and I learned very quickly not to chase that kid, okay? The fact of the matter is, if you don't chase them, they don't run. Now, you have to be smart and actually make sure that they cannot get out of the building or into somewhere unsafe. But if you chase them, it becomes a game, and more children may join in. Then next thing you know, you got a whole classroom of kids running around, and overall, you cannot leave a classroom of students for one. So the best thing to do is to not chase them, make sure it's safe on the outside, wish them luck. No, I'm just playing. But maybe you might have to let their parent know that your kid keeps running out of the classroom. And usually that phone call home miraculously stops children from doing the things that they shouldn't do. Funny how that works. Janine comes up with a plan to reward Courtney in an effort to change her behavior. I often warn parents with really smart children to keep them active because a lot of times smart children become bored. Extra work, buddy systems, where the kids work with other kids, extracurricular activities, because believe me, you have to have something to take away. Side note, don't take away sports, like let the kid practice, but don't let them play the game, bench them. But you have to try a bunch of things because what good is being smart if their behavior is in the dump? Janine and Melissa meet with Ava to suggest that Courtney skips a grade so that she's more challenged. And at that moment, Ava remembers that she was supposed to move the kid up a grade, but she forgot because it was Essence Fest week, not weekend, week for her. Janine handled Courtney by making an educated decision to move her up a grade. So Courtney did not defeat Janine. A shout out to all the educators who love what they do. Keep being creative, supportive, and advocating for your students. We love you. Thank you for watching. If this video made you laugh or speak out loud, that means you were supposed to say that down in the comments. So drop a comment, and I love to hear from you. And don't forget, if you need a laugh, go watch Abbott. It's hilarious. I'm sure the show will not disappoint. Thanks again to my tens and tens of friends. Bye for now. It's me, teacher TJ. I am Today, particularly, they'll make sure that they can actually they can't get out the building. They can actually they can't get out the building, or that is safe, that is not, that not get out of the building, or I'm sure the show